Mellissa Buchanan. You're watching a little bit of sports. I'm here at Lazy T Ranch where we'll be riding some horses. I'm gonna go talk to Joe, who's a head man here at the ranch. And what do you do here at the ranch, Joe?
Pretty much everything. Take care of the horses, health issues, do the hay orders, keep my boarders happy, organize the events, and try and keep these guys happy too.
What exactly are boarders?
Boarders are people who rent a stall from us and feeding and cleaning services for a monthly fee. And we keep their horses fed and happy and healthy.
Well, let's start on the teeth. There's this metal bracket in there. Doesn't that hurt them?
Well, that thing there is called a bit, and it's part of the bridle. The bridle's the rest of the get up on the face there. And the bit is mainly made to transfer our aid.
Hi, baby.
Our hands and our signals to the horse. They have kind of a different dental structure from us. There's two teeth that we call the bit teeth. And the equine dentist will usually file them in a certain way so that the bit sits there comfortably against those teeth and that they can understand the signals from my hands without any pain or whatnot. And the bits themselves are designed to ensure that, that they aren't too harsh. And hopefully the hands that the bit's in are decent as well.
Okay, and if you did pull too hard, would it hurt their teeth if you pulled, too hard or the wrong angle?
If a more inexperienced person maybe got a little panicky and they pulled a little too hard on that bit, you could get in a bit of a wreck. A horse might come up a little bit, or they might react unfavorably, and you see a little bit of stuff like that in the rodeo, and maybe on the world's worst horse crash clips or something. But for the most part, especially a lot of the folks around here are very educated and good horse people, and we just have a lot of fun riding around.
Well, okay, we talked about that, and then you also mentioned that their feet have to be taken care of. What is the purpose of the horseshoe? And then I also saw that you paint them.
Yes, we do that, and I can show you here on your typical horseshoe. We have, for trail up here in this country, we'll use this little rim here. That provides extra traction, as well as a special horseshoe nail that sticks down a little bit, which gives us a little extra grip out there on the rocky terrain. And the horseshoe is primarily designed to keep these guys from wearing their hooves down too fast. And because that can happen if you're doing a lot of riding. Some of these folks are out here every day. Some of us are out here, 2-3 times a week. And you can see on these mountains back here, I mean, we could basically go about 80 miles without ever crossing a road. So some people go on some pretty long rides, and the horseshoes enable us to do that without causing damage to the feet.
How old are horseshoes? Because I know horses are from cowboys a long time ago, and did they use horseshoes, or did they just not care about their feet?
Horseshoes first started showing up in the 1700s, and originally they were made from a piece of metal bar stock about this long, and forged by a blacksmith, or we call them farriers, which in Latin basically means one who works with metal. And they would actually put these in a coal forge and heat them up and bend them to the right shape, and punch nail holes in them, and sometimes even carve out that rim that I showed you for traction, and fit them to the horse. The horseshoes nowadays are mass produced, the majority of them. You can buy them in a variety of shapes and sizes, and different applications for jumping or doing dressage work or trail work.
For years, Compas Mexican Restaurant has been serving authentic Mexican food to customers that keep coming back. And that's because we make our food right here on the premises, from homemade recipes right to your table. We offer carne asada burritos, chile colorado platters with fresh rice and beans, and specialty items such as tortas with al pastor. Absolutely delicious. And don't worry about us not catering to your special needs. You name it on the menu, we can prepare anything just for you. But let's talk about choices. Try our American breakfast with eggs, hash browns, and bacon sizzling off the grill cooked just right. Or menudo on the weekends, now that's variety. Let me tell you, we pride ourselves on our clean and relaxing environment where every table is served with a good attitude and a great smile. That's why, once you'll try us, you'll be back.
This is the worst thing that can happen to your neighborhood. It ruins the value of your home. It makes you feel unsafe, insecure. But you know, there is one company that can reverse that damage: Aries Blasting. We don't cover up the problem, we get rid of it. This is how we give back to the community, keeping it safe as well as keeping work here in the Antelope Valley. Aries Blasting is the original sandblasters and powder coaters in the Antelope Valley, with 20 years of family-owned in-house operations. You'd be surprised at what can be restored with sandblasting and protected with powder coating. How about a new fence that won't need to be painted, or refinishing parts on your 1965 Mustang? Aries Blasting will make your money go farther and last longer with the color of your choice. By the way, custom things are our specialty. So if you have an idea, we can make it happen. I'm out on my Buell, a smooth ride. The sweet turns, effortless, just the right feel to pump that adrenaline. There's always that inner voice that screams the best moments in life are on my Buell. Probably my second choice would be inside Antelope Valley Harley-Davidson. Every day is a good day there. I'm like a kid in a candy store. Antelope Valley Harley-Davidson rocks. It's my store. Jackets to take the bite out of a chilled night. The coolest helmets and accessories you'll ever want or need. Best of all, you're home there. Harley folks are family. Just take a spin around the store and you'll see what I mean. Harley folks are like psychics. I mean, they know what you want before you ask for it. But that's what you'd expect from Antelope Valley Harley-Davidson. Now, back to my Buell.
We've always, Robertson organization and every organization I've been with has always been very, very involved in the community because we feel that that's where we make our money, it's where we have to be. You know, we like to give back and be part of it. So it got started at Robertson Honda. When we first came up here, we had to find our place, our niche, and lo and behold, we found that it was right in this community. Now what we discovered was probably one of the more giving communities I've ever been in. You know, just like this year we're going to do 14th annual Thunder on the Lot. I'm pretty sure you'll see most of my employees are there working or enjoying it, and all our friends and customers and people that we've been able to bring into that family, you know, within this community. And that's why we're part of it, and that's who we are.
Exquisite, eye-catching, creative. That's what people are saying about California Tile Supply's new showroom. Inventory stacked high and deep from around the world and in stock now. Visit our new contractors room and they'll show you how to save time and money on your next project. The Learning Center, staffed with tile professionals that know the product. Available inventory unmatched anywhere in the Antelope Valley. California Tile Supply, tile professionals since 1971.
And then you want to push out in as many reps as you can in the 40 seconds that you got, okay, to get the most cardio out of it.
If you knew about Butterfly Life Women's Fitness Center, that could change your life in 30 days.
You want to inhale when you come down because that'll tighten up everything.
Your instructor will personally work with you to make sure you're on track and help you stay committed to your program. Our equipment is specially designed for women, not intimidating, Butterfly Life Women's Fitness Center is not just about diet, but cardio, sculpting, a total workout for the mind and body. When you combine diet, nutrition, fashion, medicine, and motivation, you could be looking your best in 30 days.
That's right, in 30 days. Hi, I'm Lisa Carter. Come join us at Butterfly Life.
Tell me about the different equipment for the saddle and what goes underneath the saddle.
All right, well, what I can do is show you here on the saddle. We have.
She doesn't want to move. She's happy.
She likes it where she is. Horses are generally a little bit lazy, but they're willing. We've got the seat, and the cantle part of the seat helps hold your rear end. On a Western saddle, you'll find a pommel and horn, and the pommel is actually kind of a stop for your thighs in case you're doing anything a little gnarly. You might lose your balance. The horn typically is actually used to tie your rope off when you're doing some roping work with cattle or whatnot. Then it makes an excellent little anchor for your horse to pull back against, and if you lose your balance, might be something to grab. On the stirrups here, this is where your feet go. It's called stirrup, and the fender here gives you a little protection for your legs. Now these are the parts of a Western saddle, and underneath we provide a nice big old fat pad. This one happens to have a couple of gel inserts for a little extra comfort. We love her so much. And holding the saddle and the pad and everything all down is a latigo. I happen to have a latigo on both sides, and what we call a cinch. And this one's made of neoprene. It actually works out real well for these guys. Lets the skin breathe, and does a really good job of holding them, and actually kind of pads it up a little bit, so it's a little different from your traditional cinch, but you know, technology is involved here. And this particular saddle, it's a little older, but it probably would have been about a good $1,400 when it first was produced. It's specifically made for running barrels.
And is that what you do? Do you run barrels?
Not well, but good enough. I've got a few other folks here today that are a little more into competition, and they run barrels a little more often than I do. But I like to do trail work. I like to do camp outs. I like to challenge my horse to go through scary obstacles and try new things. So I'm more into trying to educate the horse and get them to do things they wouldn't do before.
And then you want to push out in as many reps as you can. in the 40 seconds that you got, okay, to get the most cardio out of it.
If you knew about Butterfly Life Women's Fitness Center, that could change your life in 30 days.
You want to inhale when you come down because that'll tighten up everything.
Your instructor will personally work with you to make sure you're on track and help you stay committed to your program. Our equipment is specially designed for women, not intimidating. Butterfly Life Women's Fitness Center is not just about diet, but cardio, sculpting, a total workout for the mind and body. When you combine diet, nutrition, fashion, medicine, and motivation, you could be looking your best in 30 days.
That's right, in 30 days. Hi, I'm Lisa Carter. Come join us at Butterfly Life.
Your house is not only your home, it's your life. It's where you live, building families and spending time with friends. So when it comes to home improvement, whether you're remodeling, adding on, or reframing, you'll need a company that has product knowledge and experience to back that up. We're Stock Building Supply. We want to be your construction headquarters. We're a staff that's experienced in the construction industry, so we can better answer your questions. Why, we'll help you through the process of any project you have, and we have a complete full yard of lumber and supplies for you to choose from. Actually, we offer custom milling on site, and we deliver. Now, if you're a professional, we take care of you by driving out to your job site with the supplies you need. As you can see, our customers are not just paperwork, they're friends. Stock Building Supply, helping you build your future one stud at a time.
Hi, it's time for Melissa's Time Out. I'm here with Katie Gorsuch. Hi, Katie, how are you?
I'm good.
Woo! How long have you been taking lessons for?
3.5 years.
Is this your horse?
Yes, her name's Lacey.
What are you taking lessons with? Like for riding for a certain specific event?
I'm taking lessons for barrel racing, poles, and keyhole.
How old is it a he or a she?
It's a she.
How old is she?
She's going to turn 8 in October, so she's 7.5.
How long have you had her for?
I've had her for about 2.5 years.
So what made you take lessons here? What made you want to ride horses?
I've always wanted to ride horses, and when me and my parents moved up here 3 years ago, we found this ranch and my dad wanted me to take lessons here.
And it's been going good ever since? Have you learned a lot?
I learned to trot, canter, and gallop.
And when you came, did you know how to do anything?
Not really.
Have you been on a horse before you came here?
Yeah, the last time, before I came here and took lessons, the last time I rode a horse, I fell off and got a cut on my face and broke my arm.
And that didn't make you want to not ride a horse ever again?
For a little while it did, but when I came here, I saw Princess, and she was being really good in a lesson, so.
I experienced that. She was very nice, very kind. It didn't make me scared at all. Are you scared at all when you're riding anymore?
A little bit when she starts rearing and bucking, but she never bucks me off anymore. So.
But she has?
Yeah.
And that doesn't make you, they're such powerful animals, it doesn't make you scared of them?
No.
No? Have you always loved horses?
Yeah. Me and my best friend, Christina Lowe, always loved horses, so.
And do you love riding it here?
Yeah, it's really fun. You get to go on the trails in the mountains, and sometimes you can camp out in the mountains too.
Thank you very much for talking with me, and your horse is beautiful, and you look like you know how to ride very well.
Thank you.
Exquisite, eye-catching, creative. That's what people are saying about California Tile Supply's new showroom. Inventory stacked high and deep from around the world and in stock now. Visit our new contractors room and they'll show you how to save time and money on your next project. The Learning Center, staffed with tile professionals that know the product. Available inventory unmatched anywhere in the Antelope Valley. California Tile Supply, tile professionals since 1971. The next time you travel through the little town of Mojave and you're stopped in traffic, well, it's probably not the lights, but it's the crowd going to Mike's Roadhouse Cafe. Now, for over 15 years, they've made quite a reputation for dishing out some of the best home-cooked meals this side of Barstow, not to mention at yesterday's prices. Now, we don't know if it's our prices or our food, but we do know that you keep coming back. Oh, we could go on and on about the large portions of tasty food we serve, but let's face it, we're a roadhouse, and when you eat at a roadhouse, you can expect great home-cooked, home-style food. And having said that, you can count on a full bar and lounge featuring karaoke on Saturday nights. And we waited towards the end of this commercial to bring up our homemade delicious pies. Custard pies, apple pies, cherry pies. We don't need any more traffic jams in Mojave. Just come visit Mike's Roadhouse Cafe, Mojave. You want your loved ones to enjoy life as long as they can. That is what we at Lancaster Adult Day Healthcare are here for, to help them stay active both physically and mentally. Now, don't get us wrong, we're not a babysitter, because there are activities throughout the day to keep the mind and the body active. Lancaster Adult Day Healthcare has rehabilitative services to help them maintain life within the community and with their families, and to keep them out of long-term care. We provide activities and care with individualized plans to accommodate from rehabilitation to Alzheimer's and dementia patients. Continental breakfasts and hot lunches pretty much feel like home. Your loved ones will feel safe and cared for. Not to mention, you will be at ease knowing they're being well taken care of at Lancaster Adult Day Healthcare while you're at work.
Would it be safe if I tried to get on the horse? Would she be all right with it?
I think this is a pretty solid horse. You probably wouldn't have too many problems. You want to give it a shot?
I don't want to run.
Okay. Don't say canter, and don't kick her in the sides too hard, and you'll be all right.
All right.
You ready?
I think so.
All right. Well, then let me help you out here.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to adjust your stirrups, but we'll leave them low to get on.
Okay.
Left hand up here and on these reins. And spring on up. There we go. So this is a really good horse. I put 2-year-olds on him. So you'll want to just kind of stay a little relaxed. Don't sweat it too much.
So how old is she?
This horse here is about 10 years old. She came to us about a good 4 years ago or so. And she, actually her real name is Zigzag Pizzazz. But we call her Princess. Because she's such a good girl.
How many horses are actually named Princess or called Princess in this ranch?
I think this is the only one, except it seems to be about every one of the gals' nickname for their horse.
All right. Can I try to walk?
Here's what we want to do.
All right. You tell me. You know much better.
I want you to squeeze your calves together slightly and say walk. I'm going to go ahead and walk with you.
Walk.
Squeeze these together more.
There you go.
There we go. And just take your reins and keep them down near your hips. Go ahead and turn
this way?
right over here. Just kind of try and go around this pole.
Oh, inside.
There you go, and try and go that way and keep it nice and low. Go ahead and turn all the way around. Keep turning. There you go. Sit up a little bit, on a nice posture, ride proud. That looks good. And you pull them both back to stop and say, ho!
Oh. Oh, she listens.
I think you're getting it.
Huh?
What you should do is head over towards the fence, stay on the fence.
Okay.
Okay, keep your hands real low. And it's a squeeze like this, boom, boom. And then when she is going the speed you want, go ahead and let your feet hang out like this.
Okay.
Heels push towards the ground.
She likes Gary.
Okay, so it'd be a little bit like this, a little tap. Pop on both legs. And say walk, real low.
Walk. Good girl.
She stops at all, you bump her again, tell her to walk, kind of authoritatively, like walk. Yeah. Basically, you want your hands to stay nice and low below the belt line. If she starts going too fast on you, you pull them both back, but resist the urge to pull them up into your chest. You want them to stay low around the belt line.
If the I saw that there's like grooves in the actual horse foot, and I've seen people pick that out. Is that necessary for their comfort?
Well, basically that needs to stay cleaned out. We want to remove all the debris, including rocks, gravel, manure, or anything else. What that does is it keeps the foot from developing any kind of infection from any material up in there that might have bacteria staying there too long. It also prevents there being any kind of bruising from a hard object like a large rock staying up there. And if you imagine walking on a rock too much, I'd steer your horse out straight that way. And so it's very important, probably one of the most important things you can do for your horse's health is to pick their food.
Sit up nice and straight. There you go. You don't want to lean back because then you'll fall behind the horse. If you sit up straight, you'll stay even and with the horse. Right now you're leaning a little bit back. You just want to come forward just a little. There you go.
Okay.
Sit there on your seat bones. There you go.
Thanks for joining me with a little bit of sports. I'm Mellissa Buchanan with GRT Productions. I'll see you